put them around where you're not going to be generally walking. That way you're not tripping your own sensors all the time. So it's a good way to secure up the campsite. Hi everybody, welcome to Trailhead Ops. I'm Tim. Today we're going over early warning systems. And with early warning system, I mean alert systems to where it's going to notify us if somebody comes into our camp and alert us before they get to us. Now, when I first started looking for ground sensors, I was looking for the type we used to use in law enforcement. We used to set up perimeter sensors around different targets, and it would let us know when people come in and out of those places. One of the things I want a dual charge zone charger, so I can either charge it up while I'm going down the road in my Jeep, or whenever I get out to camp, I can set these out and let the sun charge them up. And the good news is it didn't take very long for them to charge up at all. I also wanted something that was wireless for the alarm. With these sensors, as you saw in my first video, we would go around and just set them up at camp, and then if anything walks in front of them, it's going to send a signal back to this, and the range is going to be around 1,000 yards. That's plenty of room for us to be able to hear if someone's coming around. It shows that it's located my 4 sensors here. I just hit paired, and that's all there is to it. Now all you have to do is go out and set the sensors up where you need them to be and wait for someone to trip them. What we'll do next is set up some of these sensors, get the dogs out and let them run through the sensors and see how it works. So let's talk about the early warning system. Why would we have one? Why would we use one? All these years I've survived just fine without them, but with everything going on in the world, I'm starting to put them out a little bit more often now, and especially in places that I don't know. We get into camp and it's really late and I haven't had time to kind of scout the area out. I like having those up just so I have a heads up. And some of the things you do when you're scouting your campsite out here in the wild, you might look for paw prints, any kind of footprints that may show a lot of frequency to your area, see what kind they are, see if you can identify the type of animal you're dealing with. As you know, we have big cats out here, we have bears out here, and we have humans out here. So it's good to get a really good idea on what you're dealing with. And when you have these sensors up, at least it's going to alert you when something's came into your camp or getting close to coming into your camp. And when we set our sensors up, we're going to have to scout the area and find out where we're going to need one. Now, looking at this area here, I would have one going towards the woods there. I got the creek that's backing up with me with the bank here. Behind us, I would want one, and in the very driveway where we came in, the entrance of where we came in, I would put one. That way I know if someone's walking up on our camp. The big question is, do we really need this? Do we need an early alert system at our camp? Again, I've been doing this for over 30 years and I haven't had to use them before, and I don't put them out every time. Whenever I decide to set up a system like this, I'm doing it for security. I'm doing it because I'm in an area that I'm not familiar with. Normally my biggest sense of security would be my dogs telling me if anyone's around, but bigger than that's my gut. If I'm somewhere my gut's telling me it's not a good place to be, it's time to get out there and try somewhere else. There's no shame in that game. But if you are stuck in an area, I wanted to be able to have a sensor that I could rely on that would have several options that would meet my needs. All right, the neat thing about the driveway sensor is, again, you can have up to 8 sensors. I don't know why you would have that many, but it's your option, you can do it. Whichever one it trips, it flashes that sensor until you reset it. 2, I can mark my sensors. I can put like number 1 is the front of the Jeep, number 2, back of the Jeep, 3, driver's side, 4, passenger side. So that way when I'm up in my tent and one of these goes off, I know exactly what sensor just got tripped, so I know what direction to start looking at. The other thing I looked for, I wanted a long range system. This advertised it being over 1,000 yards, which is more than plenty. I also liked it because there's 2 ways to power this. You can put 3 AAA batteries in it, or you can just plug it into a USB charger and it works fine. And I like it because I can carry it around. I can put it up in my rooftop tent with me, and it will alert me if anyone comes in the campsite up there without being real loud, because there's 3 different volume settings on this. You can turn it down low, medium, and high. I like running it on the lower setting, and I think that's a really good feature. Some ways that I will personally use this sensor is if I'm going to be set up to where I have my back to the road a lot and I'm doing some kind of task like maybe fishing or enjoying a campfire, and the way the smoke's blowing, I have my back towards the road. That would be my favorite time to use something like that. That way I'm not surprised by somebody walking up behind me. I'll get an early warning if someone's headed up. Nothing worse than someone coming up and start talking to you and you didn't expect it in the darks. And I've had that happen to me a couple times. Luckily so far it's never been anything bad, but it's good to know if someone's moving around. And one of the biggest needs I have is charging. I don't like something I have to put batteries in. For one, it's rechargeable. You can recharge it with the sunlight. You can recharge it with a USB-C charger. The other thing I liked about it, it can darken its sensors to where people can't see them at nighttime, so you can turn the light off on it. And the neat thing about it was it didn't take very long for it to charge up at all. And it needs to be able to be mounted multiple different ways. With this, it had a little ball mount on. So with that, I can snap this on here. I can zip tie it. I can put screws through it if it was more of a permanent fixture. And you're able to see when it's fully charged because this display here will go to total green when it's charged, so I like that. The other thing that I liked about it, it reminded me of the old ground sensors we used to use in law enforcement to set up in areas that we needed to monitor traffic. This reminds me of the exact unit that we used to carry. So whenever I found this on Amazon, I was pretty excited about it. And I'm not affiliated with this product at all. It's just something I was searching for as a way to be able to be alerted early at a campsite, and this is what I ran across. One of the other neat features of this unit is it stays blinking until you reset it. So if the number 2, which I'm going to use as the rear of my Jeep, is flashing, it's going to stay flashing until I hit the reset button, and then it will clear itself out. Another thing about the unit I'm not really a fan of, but it has like 15 different tones in it, all kinds of sounds, even a siren sound. You can go through and pick your tone. Some of them are kind of long. I like just a really short notification. You have to go through all the tones to find it. Okay, from looking around this location here, we got alcohol bottles that people just drank and they've thrown on the ground here. I don't know why people want to trash our campsites, but it seems to be a trend. We'll pick those up on our way out. With this sensor here, it's a motion sensor, so you don't have to have like a contact point. It's going to be looking out throughout the view. So I'm going to want to set this up somewhere that's going to let me know if someone's coming up the driveway here where I'm camping. So I'm just going to stick that to a vine just like that. So now this area should be covered. I'll get one of the dogs out and we'll see how it works. Okay, we have Maduro out. He's interested in his ball. I got the sensor right here with me, so I'll be able to hear whenever it goes off. I'm gonna let him go play. You can see there, he tripped it. Come here, Maduro. All right, I reset the sensor. Let's see if he trips it again. Maduro. He's tripped it again. So as you can see, they're very sensitive to that area. I like mounting them low. Come here, Maduro. So now we can see if someone comes in our perimeter, just at the front there. We're gonna do the same with the sides and the back as well. And that way we got full coverage around. If we wanna put one out on all 4 sides, you can as well. Just put them around where you're not gonna be generally walking, and that way you're not tripping your own sensors all the time. So it's a good way to secure up the campsite. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set one up facing the woods. Just gonna see if I can find a natural spot. And when I can't find a natural spot to mount these, what I do is I just put a zip tie on them. So we got the sensor mounted there. I'm gonna let Maduro wander. Come here, Maduro. Let's go. And you can see, I set it off. And then you can adjust it. I got that one kind of pointed at the ground. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit to where it has a little more range to it. And you can play with these until you get them set perfect in the way you need them to be. All right, I'll let Maduro walk through the sensor. And you can see as soon as he went into the sensor range, he set it off. Good boy, Maduro. Good boy, Maduro. All right, so that way it's gonna alert us now if someone's coming through the woods towards our camp or if someone's coming in through the driveway towards our camp. Both ways, it's gonna tell us if someone's around. So basically all this system's gonna be is a backup to my already early warning system, which is my dogs. I think they're the best to have out at camp with me. I don't know how much I'll use one of these, but again, they do have their purposes and I will try them. I'm not saying you need it. I'm saying if that's what makes you feel comfortable, this is a heck of an option and I recommend it. And do we really need the sensors? I don't know, do you? It's a personal choice. No one says you have to have them. It's just an option. That's all I'm doing today is showing you guys some options that you can have around your campground to alert you if you were needing it. I'll put the links in the description below of what unit this is. And so I hope you got some value out of this. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.